All right, once again, live from fabulous Las Vegas, we got royalty on hand. Of course, it is championship weekend, just concluded media day. It is Superman himself, IFL Hall of Famer, Ty Knight. Welcome back, your first year as officially a Hall of Fame inductee. How's it been?
It's been good. It's been good. I mean, seeing the coaches, reuniting with friends. You know, I have friends and stuff on both sides, so it's been a great experience being back as a Hall of Famer.
All right, Malk, defensive guy, go.
Yeah, man. First off, got to congratulate you on such an illustrious career, man. I think you definitely one of those guys. You put on a tech tape every time. So I got to ask, I think I asked this question to Claude Davis too, but you were pretty much solidified as a Hall of Famer before your career even ended. So knowing that you've pretty much done everything there is to do at your position, you played in the big places, you won championships, what else is, like, what other things motivate you at that point? I mean, you've done it all. What else can you do?
I mean, the things that motivated me were, you know, I never envisioned on being a Hall of Famer. That was never my goal when I was playing. My goal was just to go out and be the best that I can be and be the best player that I can be for my teammates. So if you ask my teammates how I was as a player, is I wanted to bring my teammates along. The better that we played together as a team, the better that I could bring them along and be less of me and more focused on we, was the better success that we had.
Well, we just talked to Jimmy Robinson and Dalton Snead, two potential difference makers, both on offense for each team. But you're a defensive-minded guy. What do you see as being the difference in tomorrow's matchup as far as who could take it home?
Oh, man, I was talking to a friend of mine that follows indoor, and we had this conversation. And honestly, you know, really, I think it's going to come down to the quarterback play for sure. Quarterback can play who doesn't, you know, turn over the ball. And then I think it's going to come down to a running game. I think both teams can pass efficiently, but it's going to be whoever can create the better running game, I think, will have the success. So whoever create the better running game and whoever has the least turnover. And I think, you know, Jimmy Robinson is dynamic. I've been telling people all day. He's a dynamic kid. You know, you turn in the game, he's going to make a play. Whether it's catching the ball or whether it's making people miss in space, he's a dynamic kid. So I think, you know, Arizona has their hands full to try to stop him. And if they can stop him, then I think the key is going to be for them to be successful with Dalton Snead, you know, whether he's running or their running back's running, Brooks running. You know, I think that's going to kind of be the key on their success.
Anything from you?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny hearing you answer that question, like more so from a coach's perspective, now that you're a coach yourself. I would have to ask, as a former player, what would you say is like what's more challenging, preparing for a game as a coach or as a player?
I think the more challenging thing is as a coach, probably as a coach, because when you look at it as a coach, you know, teams can do stuff one week and then they can see how you played the previous week and they can come in and have a whole new game plan. As a player, I think you kind of know what your opponent's going to do. Right. You know if the running back is he going to bounce it outside, if he's the one that's going to run downhill. You know, what do they like to do as far as tendencies on offense? What have they shown on film? But as a coach, you have to prepare yourself and try to prepare yourself for the unknown, you know, and then when the unknown happens, then you have to make those adjustments. So I think definitely as a coach, it's tougher than as a player.
You're doing a damn good job, man, for sure. You made your mark as a player. You're doing it as a coach, too, man. So congratulations, for sure.
Well, you got that ring last year, the one that mattered the most, probably looking back at your illustrious career, the Hall of Fame ring, and now you're here enjoying the festivities. I mean, now that you're officially a fan of the game, do you find yourself rooting for anybody tomorrow, or are you just expecting good football? Don't give me a cliche answer, Ty. Come on now.
Oh man, it's kind of hard. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm divided. You know, I'm divided, and it's not a situation where I'm divided because I'm not rooting for a team. But I have relationships that I've formed on both sides, whether it's, you know, the relationship I have with Coach Miller, the relationship I have with Bones being my own roommate, and then you kind of bring back the ties of, you know, Arkansas with Dylan Winfrey. You know, as a person from Arkansas, you're going to always want the people from your hometown to do well and be successful. So I think for me, I'm kind of partial because I have people on both sides. So for me, I'm just really rooting for a great game, and I think the best team's going to win. I can't really pick a side. For me, it's tough for me to pick a side just because those relationships. I'm a person of relationships, and so it's hard for me to pick a side.
Man whose toughest decision all weekend will be what kind of sauce he wants on his wings. That's basically
yeah.
what it is. Yeah. All right, well, that will conclude the Fan Show's coverage of Media Day. Finished it off with a bang. Superman himself. A shout out to the Sioux Falls Storm and everybody else that you've had the privilege and pleasure of being a part of, man. An amazing career, and nobody deserves it more. So enjoy the weekend.
Thanks for having me on the show. Y'all doing a great thing.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Championship.